Hey there, YouTube. Happy New Year. This is Michelle, and I am coming to you with my December daily share for 2017. Yeah, I've been away from the YT. My dad went in the hospital. Well, we went to emergency room on December 8th. And needless to say, he is still in. He's on his second time in the ICU. Just shaking my head. Dad's 86. He's got a pretty strong constitution, so he's fighting strong. But it definitely has been some wear and tear on our emotions over the holiday. So anyway, I have several videos to do, but I have been having so many difficulties loading them up from the office, so I am in my kitchen, and you're by my kitchen window. I've got my cup of coffee, so grab you a cup of tea or whatever you drink. A girlfriend sent me a set of 12 Days of Christmas cups, so I am drinking my coffee out of my 12 Days of Christmas cup. And here's my December daily, and let me turn it to the side so you can see how jam-packed this sucker is. I have really, during this time, used this daily as my therapy. I've had 3 swaps. One of those swaps is supposed to be a meetup. I still haven't done the meetup with Jennifer here in Denver, but we're going to do that this week. And I had a meetup with Brown Baby Craftaholic on the YT staff. And 2 other swaps, and literally I have been from South America to Ohio to Europe back to Denver. So I can't wait to show those to you. I will film those later today. I have to load them from the house. Who knows why? My Wi-Fi is just better here. Anyway, I'm mumbling. You can tell I'm way distracted. So anyway, let's get a look at it. So for those of you who don't remember, I created this traveler's notebook using the 2016 Daphne's Diary. And because a lot of the pages already had some base decorations, it made the December daily super easy. Again, this was really my therapy this month. And so let's get in and see. There were 3, I did 3 signatures. 2 of them go through the 31st and are jam-packed. I doubt I will even use the 3rd one because it's just, as it is now, I had used 2 skinny pieces of elastic to close it. And when the book wasn't full, they were fine, but now they are struggling. So I'll probably go find a headband or something and take that off. So let's get in, and then I'll just do a quick flip through. I've taped this a couple of times and it was too long. I know YouTube will not load up if it's too long, just because. So here's my 2017 December daily. Some really fun adventures as well as just sad moments. Here's the front cover. I did the slit. I did laminate it because I knew I was going to be taking it with me when I went on my trip to Belize, and so I wanted it to be protected. So yeah, I did a shaker here and put that in the cover, mainly because the colors went with the collection. So I got a shaker, and then open it up, and you've got writing. Again, most of the elements came from that December date. The Daphne's Diary. And here we go. So on the 1st, Dad and I went to Red Lobster, captured that. And then just another picture. A sorority sister gave me this picture of Dad, and I'm glad I have these pictures of him now because of just him not being well. I need to see him well so I can just pray on it. Yep, and there's my reminder, pray. So I did do a Dollar Tree challenge. I made a sparkly out of a book. It was a gold colored book, and I made this sparkly, and I did a YouTube video on that. Here on the 5th, I'm all out of order, but on the 5th, I broke down. I said I wasn't going to buy it, but I bought this year's Daphne's Diary. So it is sitting with all of its treasures. And here we go. So just some things on the second here. This was just me filming. I had a swap with Poet Spice. I made her a steampunk journal and gave her some doodahs to go with it. Sorority meeting on the second. And there's my mom, me and my mom. This was so fun. Again, just because of most of the pages had some type of decorating on them. It made it really easy just to add little things. It's a bag, and I put a little secret note in there. Some pages I just left because I just didn't want to mess with them. I love those little birds. Somebody who was a knitter does these. I'm not sure who's trying to text me, but probably a Happy New Year. Did I say Happy New Year, guys? Anyway, Happy New Year. So here we go. So the 4th. Here, just some pictures. We went to see city. My sorority went to city council, and then afterwards the bus took us around the city, so we got to see the lights. Yeah, here was a day. This is when I got my cups from my girlfriend, and I decided they deserved a real treat, so I got some loaded eggnog, and this is some Jack Daniel's chocolate chip ice cream from a local ice cream store. So my daughter came in on the 6th, which was fun. We went out to eat after she got in. 7th is my godmom's birthday, so I always do a page for her. The 8th was when we took Dad to emergency. He was complaining about his stomach hurting, and took him to the emergency room, and sure enough his colon had twisted. So that's what we've been dealing with. So that started the 8th. So there was him sitting in the hospital. Yeah, on the 9th, I participated in a craft show, a holiday craft mart, the Ujamaa Market. And so my daughter sat at my booth most of the day while I was at the hospital with Dad. So that was just a reminder of that. Poem that was in the magazine. On the 10th, Dad had surgery, and while I was in the waiting room, I completed my girlfriend's Christmas card. So that's just to remind me of what her Christmas card looked like this year. And then I have been getting, Southwest is trying to get me to buy a credit card. Get a credit card. I am not going to get a Southwest credit card, but these envelopes were perfect because I knew that we were going to be going to Belize. Dad was supposed to go on the trip. Family came in and took over, so that way Adi and I wouldn't miss the trip. You know, when you get all these really great deals using these websites, to rebook, to cancel and rebook is just virtually so cost prohibitive. So they wanted us to go. They said, you need the rest. So they came in, and I just really am thankful. So anyway, so this is a Southwest envelope that I put a picture, and there's our little sign, welcome to Belize. That's right outside the airport. And here was Adi. This was our first night at the hotel eating dinner. That was in there. Okay. That's because I filmed this so many times. I've got stuff sticking out. And this was a pocket envelope that I had received in Iraq. And so I just used that to put some pictures from our first day of travel. So we stopped off in Dallas. I got the Starbucks cup, and I found a gift shop with some scissors and told her where to cut and everything. So this is ready for me to do a journal out of that. So there's that. That's on the 11th. Let me just zoom. So thoughts about going to Belize. We visited the National Zoo there, which was a kick. The National Zoo. And then on the way back, we had seen this place that looked like the beach. And sure enough, it's a man-made beach. But we went because we just needed to see some sand. And there's that. And then that evening, I went over to Steph Munning's house. Yeah, Brown Baby Craftaholic cooked dinner for us. And we just got to introduce ourselves and meet them. And then the next day, her husband was our tour guide. And we went to a national park that has zip lining, ATV / car ATV driving in the whatever, riding around in the mud in the jungle, and then cave tubing. And so that was just such a blessing. I just really appreciate Creoles just coming along with us. Here was me zip lining. Yes, I did it. And then there we are in the, I had him drive. There we are. Kept some money from Belize, $2. And then, to keep on going, this was a poem that was already in there. So this was the day we went to Key Calker, and again, here's another one of those Southwest. They were trying to get me to get that credit card, boy. But I loved it because here's a lady on the beach and everything's so perfect. And then when you open it up, voila, there's me in the boat. And my daughter got to go, she went scuba diving. Somebody had to take pictures, so I let her get in the water. And at one point, so she got to look at the coral, which she was really interested in seeing. And then at one point, got to see some sharks and rays. So there was that. There's me in the boat, safe. Well, I took the pictures. Yeah, look at that. They come up to the boat and they're fed so they don't bother you. Yeah, I was not getting in that water. We went to the Mayan ruins that were about an hour away. Learned about the structures, did some of the climbing there. And we were just really fortunate because we weren't with a tour, so we weren't with a tour group. So on most of our outings, it was just us and then the guide. And so got a lot of specialized attention. So that was that. And this was just part of the magazine. And there we are. And so this was nearing her end, and Steph came and we actually did our swap. I forgot to take everything when we went to dinner. I was just so flabbergasted that they were hosting us. So there's me and Brown Baby Craftaholic, Miss Steph. And then my daughter took a selfie of the three of us the next day. Cool, right? And so then, here we go. Back, picture from Thanksgiving. Just again, pictures of Dad. Healthy. Just need to have that for positive motivation. On the 20th, my Christmas cactus started to bloom. Guess because it knew that on the 21st we were going to have a blizzard. So the snow came down. My daughter and a friend of hers, Angel, we went to Jim and Nick's for dinner. Yeah, 23rd was dinner club, and I was all snazzled and dazzled, ready for that. And then the 24th, my brother has his annual sleepover with all of the kids who are grown now. That's my brother and sister-in-law. Me and Adia. The Walgreens clerk was dressed like the Grinch. I thought that was so cute. And then just my nephews and nieces. And this was a picture we recreated. So this was a picture from the 2007 sleepover. And then here's the one in 2017 with all of them grown 10 years later. That was a kick to do. And here was that. My mom wasn't feeling well, so she didn't want to germ us all up. But there's me, my sister, and brother in the kitchen. And then the next day went over to see Mom since she'd been sick and I didn't get to see her. Sister was there, my niece. There's a little note I wrote to myself about the 25th. And then just some pictures I had taken. This was a treat box we got from my mom. A picture of my sister taking of the girls, and then my niece. Now, yeah, on the 25th, I have a tradition where I have a friends and family scrapbook. And so all those cards that you get, I have kept people's cards for years, and so everybody has their own page, and so I was updating it, taking the cards and cutting them. A prayer that I got from an auntie. And we just get, as you get to the latter part of the month, oh my gosh, this was Lori Falsco did these really cool bags she was organizing, so I put that there for just some inspiration. Yeah, and I just haven't finished, y'all. I'm just kind of wiped out. Yesterday, watched football with my dad. He was actually not sedated. He's on a ventilator, but not sedated. And so we watched football together. Yeah, and that was it. So that's 2 sections. So this 3rd section is totally empty, but I think I'm going to pull it out because this is more than enough. Anyway, I hope that you guys were inspired by this. Love doing the December Daily. Again, if you're like me and if you're watching this video, you probably are. Crafting is your therapy. So I hope that in 2018, you're able to do all the crafting you'd like to do. Happy New Year, guys. See you soon. Bye.